only I didn't have this stupid power. If only... If only someone else had been chosen as the Soul Guard. Hina, I'm so sorry.
There you are, Val. Hard to find a prettier view than the ocean. Calming, too. Feels like your heart naturally matches the rhythm of the waves. I'd find Morley out here when I first took him in. He wasn't used to city life, but he liked the sea.
He did, huh?
Back then, Morley felt responsible for the fall of Etern. So much guilt for such a small boy. You probably see what I'm trying to get at here. When it got really bad, I would give Morley things to do. Jobs, errands, you name it. Whether it was helping with some of the younger children or traveling with me to distant markets, I put him to work. Even introduced him to Milpa. Anything to give him a sense of community. I wanted Morley to learn more about himself and find a path of his own. It won't be easy, but you can't let this terrible accident close off your emotions. Sure, you could try to forget all about Hina, your powers, and the part you played in this tragedy, but it would solve nothing. You need to find the courage to face what happened, to face what's in your own heart.
My heart?
That's why fighting prowess is only a small part of what you need to become a Soul Guard. What matters most is your heart. And the will to carry on, for the sake of a bright future.
Although, it's not my place to force Mew into a mission Mew can't stomach anymore. I suppose if Muir out of commission, then the Alms will just have to find their own way. By themselves, all on their lonesome. Of course, the road to the Mana Tree is full of monsters and inhospitable terrain, so a Soul Guard would be useful. But Morley and the others can hold their own against all those ferocious enemies. Probably.
Probably? What are you talking about?
Karina?
This pilgrimage is doomed from the start without our Soul Guard. So Hina's core stone was stolen. So what? We're just gonna have to steal it back. Without you and Hina's help, I never would have gotten this far in the first place. I won't abandon you both now.
Don't forget, you're not just our Soul Guard, Val. You're our friend and companion. This isn't a journey you have to complete alone. We're in this together.
Precisely. I would wish for none other than you to bid us a fond farewell at the end of our arduous adventure. Please, find it within yourself to continue this campaign with the rest of us.
Thank you. All of you. I shouldn't be asking any favors, but Orin has Hina's core stone, and I want to get it back. Will you help me? Before we set out, Hina and I decided that if Orin's plan was a bust, we'd like to see this pilgrimage through to the end. It may only be a small piece of her, but I want to bring Hina's core stone to the Mana Tree in her stead.
An entity's core stone is its elementary essence. If we convey Hina's to the Mana Tree, we may stave off greater tragedy.
You're forgetting that we have no idea where Orin's gone. He could be anywhere in the world by now.
He said something about an Elusia Isle, I think.
Didn't you say Elusia Isle? Perhaps luck is on our side today. Elusia is the self-same island where the mana tree grows. You're already on your way.
As I recall, first we must scale the Dead Cliffs. I have visited the vigilant Beast Watch who guard the bluff. It was terrifyingly tall.
Climb the cliffs? Don't be silly. You can use the Jack Seed, just like all the other alms. This special seed can swiftly grow a huge vine, big enough to scale the cliff. It saved the convoys a lot of time and effort on previous pilgrimages.
Then what are we standing around here for? Let's go find that lowlife Orin and get Hina's core stone back.
The sooner we recover her core stone, the sooner we can continue our campaign to the Mana Tree and prevent any potential disasters.
What about the alms of light and darkness?
None have been named yet, but when they are, I'll send word that they are awaited here in the capital. You can come back and fetch them.
Once we're done in Elusia, we'll make sure to come back. It's not that far. As long as I've got Hina's core stone, I can fulfill my duty as the Soul Guard and safely escort all the alms to the Mana Tree. Looks like we're headed to Elusia Isle. Hina, I'll try my best.
I'm certain that Hina wasn't the only alm sent on this pilgrimage with misgivings in their heart. The burden is heavy, to be sure. Now it's up to Val and the others to shoulder that burden and carry on. If only there was something else to ease their load. Wait!
What is it, Father?
My 9 lives flashed before my eyes. I almost sent you all on your way without a proper introduction to my emporium. Your trip will only get tougher from here on out. Make sure you're good and ready before you leave.
Might as well make the
Welcome. What can I get for you? Please come again.
Just getting started.
Welcome. Are these wares to your liking? Thank you. Are these wares? Thank you. Are these wares? Thank you. Please come again.
Elusia Isle is still a long way off. I should take stock of my item and gear situation. I can't fail in my Soul Guard duty. Not again.
Welcome! What will it be? Thank you for coming!
Time to get on the road again.
Okay, everyone. I guess the Dead Cliffs are our first stop.
Correct. From Illistana, we must go by way of Arvet's pasture. We should see the cliffs once we cross Dura Gorge. The Beast Watch keeps an eye on the area around the cliffs. Without their protection, the one route to the Mana Tree could be overrun.
The Watch is all beast folk like you, right, Morley?
In the same way that the Soul Guard always hails from Tiania, the greatest warriors of Aetern are chosen for the Beast Watch ranks.
The whole world has their parts to play in the rejuvenation of mana. Now it's time for us to play ours.
Well then, lead the way, Mr. Soul Guard.
Arvet's pasture supplies food to the whole world. Its vast, lush fields are abundantly fertile. Though peaceful now, in the past people fought over this very land.
Arvet's war, right? I remember Hina reading historical accounts, and...
Hina was quite the ravenous reader, was she not?
Just fields and farms as far as the eye can see, huh?
A familiar sight. It reminds me of Milpa's ranch.
Imagine having to plow this whole pasture.
The caretakers here rely on the capital and the blessings of the spirits to cultivate their crops.
Let's plan our next move. Take this!
Don't waste too much time.
You're mine! That's the best! Easy!
That's the last.
Got it!
Okay, who's next?
Taking this?
Orin turned out to be the king of jerks. I had wanted to thank him for his helping out, but after he better hope he never comes back to you. This race, fortunately, he was not big.
That's the best!
Don't let it get away. That's all of them.
Grizzly! You're mine!
Little monsters.
You're mine! Take next! I can still fight! Thanks! Okay, you're not getting away!
Wasn't careful. You're stronger every battle.
Yes! Watch out now! You're mine! Take this!
Don't let it get away.
I'm getting the hang of this!
Was Orin an acquaintance of yours? An ally of old, perhaps?
So when exactly did that Arvid's pasture war happen?
Historical volumes have been somewhat vague, but it was before the establishment of Illistana.
Hard to imagine fighting over such a bountiful meadow. You think you can handle this? Or finish!
Useless to us. Picking a fight with us was foolish.
Taking this? Gloves are off! I've got your back.
Bale's always fun to be around when he's mopey, but I don't know what to say either.
My suggestion is to allow him some space, Karina.
He's trying, but it takes time to get your thoughts in order after such loss. It's fine when you initiate communication. You just
You're mine! Bullseye! Got it! next move?
I can do it. You're not getting away. Strike them blades. Keep them coming.
Bullseye!
Don't let victory go to your head.
Ramco? Are you worried about me? Thanks, buddy. I didn't mean to upset you. I'll be okay. Got some syrup. This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
I was told once that the area around Dura Gorge hasn't changed much since ancient times. The monsters are formidable too. Don't let your guard down for a moment.
Not everyone's perfect like you, Morley. But Hina's here too. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Don't worry about it, okay?
Let's just do our best to stay vigilant.
Hina would be deeply disappointed in us if we were to incur any injuries. The moisture in the air is completely absent, but the wind spirits are still present.
It's the worst. Val, move in front of me to block the dust.
Okay. I guess this could count as protecting the elms.
We're counting on you. How many times have you visited the gorge, Palomina?
Not frequently, I fear. Certainly not often enough to become used to the challenging climate.
Watch out now! Take this! Come at me! This was our victory! This is kind of exciting, isn't it? Yes. Syrup.
Do not forget to watch your footing, Val.
Sorry. Sounds like you're protecting me more than I'm protecting you.
Perish the thought. I merely want nothing detrimental to befall our defenders.
You're mine! One more! Okay. Take this!
You got a long way to go before you can challenge us.
Grizzly! Yes! Let's ride this whirlwind! Yes!
What did you do for fun as a kid, Palomina?
Let me see. I read and reviewed the written word. I learned about flora and fauna. Oh, I would often experiment with different types of tea leaves to create the best blend of flavors.
I guess that's about what I'd expect from a childhood spent cooped up in a palace.
A rare item! Syrup. A Soul Guard's resolve never sways. He's working. I'm brimming with power. A dead end? I bet the power of wind could help here.
Let's ask Sylphid for some assistance.
Quite a difference from the pasture we passed through before, huh?
I always consider the changing landscape as another thing to look forward to while traveling.
Hina would have loved to see all these places. Let's rest up!
I don't think he'll let us through without a fight.
We must make him move by...
I think we can use the vessel! Beam flash! You're not getting away! That's the best! It handles this! Good eye! You're not getting away! Alright. Spirit circle! You're not getting away! Just getting started! Raise of overload!
Elemental spirits, we need you!
Now we can keep moving.
Why do we have to fight such big monsters? They should just let us go already.
The Dede Cliffs are just ahead. We should arrive shortly.
Power of men! Taking this.
Hey! Oh, the arms and the soul guard! Wow! Hurry! Let's go tell the grown-ups! Yeah, hurry up! Wow! What a welcome!
I feel the weight of my role as an alm.
Thanks for bringing down the mood, Palomina.
Don't blame her. As queen, she knows exactly the manpower needed to provide for the alms. The Beast Watch may guard the Dede Cliffs, but it's the support of Illistana that sustains them here.
Let us first greet the Overseer of the Watch before we consider climbing the cliffs.
The Dede Cliffs. They're so tall you can't see anything on the other side.
You're telling me people would climb these cliffs? No way!
The children went in the direction of the garrison. We should follow them.
So, how do we get this jack seat growing?
The Beast Watch should know what to do. It's safe in their hands.
Shall we seek an audience? With the Overseer of the Watch?
We are glad you all, Alms and Soul Guard alike, have arrived safely. We have been waiting.
Overseer Molabe, how do you fare this fine day?
Well, Your Majesty. Though from now on, I will address you as the Alm of Water, Undine's chosen and pride of both Illistana and the members of the Watch alike. There is yet another surprising presence within this convoy, the Alm of the Moon.
Yes, sir. I am Morley, newly appointed by the elemental Luna once her blessing was restored to the land.
There has been no better news heard in the garrison for years. As children of the parish ourselves, we are glad to hear that Aetern is not gone forever.
Hi, hello. Alm of Wind at your service.
It is my honor. I have greeted many alms of wind, but none have had such a robust aura as yourself. The goddess of mana will surely rejoice at the power you'll bring forth into the world.
Aw, you're just saying that. But flattery will get you everywhere.
And where might the Alm of Fire be?
The Alm of Fire is...
I see. Then Tiania has no chosen this year. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure. The wind will rage, and the winged fall flightless. Pure waters will run foul, and disease spread. The moon's hold over time will splinter, depriving all beings of logic.
Every land has their own legend of disaster.
Guju and Aetern each saw calamity transpire. Tiania will surely be the next to succumb. Where mana ceases to flow, tragedy follows. Such is the way of things.
It's been a while since I heard the prophecy of Etern's demise. It sounds wrong.
Well, you know how these old prophecies go, Morley. Besides, Luna's back, so there's nothing to worry about anymore.
Not good. I gotta get Hina's core stone back. Has a Gaian traveler come through this area recently?
Besides yourselves, we've only had contact with messengers from Illistana lately.
Thanks anyway.
Orin is either late or lying in wait in a less frequented location. We must not linger long before leaving for Elusia Isle, lest we lose our advantage.
Time is of the essence. Let's see to the growing of the Jack seed. Gloriosa!
The Watch is tasked with performing the ceremonial planting and watering of the Jack seed. The ritual is quite specific. We will see to the preparations. Please go to the rear of the garrison.
Not another ritual. I know it's not the same, but just hearing the word is...
Welcome. What'll it be? Come again.
Step up. Welcome. What will it be? Excellent choice. Stop by again.
Yes!
The seed is planted. Now, we must water it.
Commence the watering, Gloriosa.
Spirits of Earth, we beseech you, bring life forth from this barren soil. Guide the alms over the cliffs and to Elusia beyond.
Wow, I didn't think it would really work.
As we feared, the power of Earth has grown too weak.
What do you mean?
4 years passed. The Alm of Earth was prevented from completing her sacrifice. Ever since, the soil has been unsuited for growing plants, even as far away as here in Dede.
Without the blessings of Earth, the vegetation here screams for sustenance.
Even with an ocean between you, you feel the effects from Guju?
So, does that mean, this little baby sprout isn't going to get any taller? Are we gonna have to try and scale the cliffs to get to Elusia ourselves?
That might be difficult. How many days would it set us back?
A definite dilemma.
There may be a solution. If you can ask to borrow the powers of Gnome, Elemental of Earth, he may be able to restore our soil.
The Earth Elemental, huh? Though Guju is gone, it's possible that the Elemental is still in the vicinity.
That would make sense. Luna was still in a Terran.
We found the Elemental of the Moon. I trust we can find Gnome as well.
Guju. The Earth Village. There's a chance that Liza is still there too. I'll get you back, Hina. I promise. Just a little longer.
There should be a boat from the free city of Tsata that will take us there.
Then let's make for Tsata.
Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone.
Is there any mana left to sustain the land of Guju and its elemental?
way.
But where exactly should we head from here?
To the left of the pasture is higher terrain. We should start there.
Once we traverse the bridge path and the moor, we should be able to see our target outside.
Don't let it get away.
That was hardly worth the energy.
Taking this? Let me see. Nice! Got some syrup. Just for you! No holding back!
That's the rest.
They were nothing but hot air.
This place is called Entwine Bridge Pass.
Huh. Strange name.
People began calling the bridge Entwine after hearing the tale of a legendary hero proclaiming his undying passion for his paramour on this pass.
It's meant to symbolize the love of hearts entwined, no matter the distance between them. Father told me about it during one of our market trips.
I'm a memory. A whisper at your fingertips. Entwine, huh? It's not a bad name, I guess.
Reminds me of times with my mother.
We're following in the steps of legendary heroes in the Alms of old. Walking over this bridge is kinda a big deal, huh?
Across the ocean lies the island of Lorimar and Teratio, a world-renowned theater. There they periodically produce a play detailing the legend of a great hero of old. This bridge pass is also mentioned within the story. It is truly a touching tale. If we find ourselves with time, we should watch the performance.
So many people have taken this same road, past these same landmarks.
It has seen a lot. The bridge pass literally connects the past to the present.
Well, that bridge was way longer than I thought. Longer than the one through a cairn.
True. I marvel at the masterful masonry of our ancestors. The bridge pass was built quite a long time ago. It is older than the oldest of our lore pertaining to that legendary hero.
I can't even wrap my mind around how old that is.
The Tailed from the East earnestly endeavored to enhance their relations with the human settlement in the West. Thus, they requested the Gaians to build a bridge that might connect them.
And now we will be able to reach the Earth Elemental Gnome, thanks to the ancient Gaians and the very same structure.
The drier it gets, the hotter the sun feels.
At least we're on track to make it to the free city of Tsata.
Then we charter a boat and make our way across the sea. Let's get going. Let's plan our next move.
So, Tsata, what's it like?
Your guess is as good as mine. I have not yet been, but I'm equally excited to experience something new.
kinda exciting. This might be useful. I feel like I can take anything on. Watch yourselves, everyone! Not shooting away! Watch out now! Okay.
I grow stronger with every battle.
Taking this. This is kind of exciting. A rare item!
We gotta figure out the boat situation once we leave Stasa. I don't need anything as fancy as a prim. All I'm saying is I hope we have options.
Getting to Guju is what matters. I'll take a raft if I gotta. Watch yourselves, everyone! Take this! You're mine!
Well, that was anticlimactic.
I think that banner is the symbol of the Free City.
Look! You can also see the lighthouse.
I am certain this is that big thing a little ways off.
Let's go in and see for ourselves what kind of city we're dealing with. You're mine!
Keep them coming.
I feel myself getting stronger. Taking this. Let's rest up.
Oh, are you newcomers? This is Tsata, the Free City. As the name implies, you are free to live however you wish here. Enjoy yourselves. You may choose to stay for 3 minutes, 3 years, or even 3 lifetimes. So live it up. Whatever you want to do is up to you. Or I suppose it would be more accurate to say that in this free city, there is but one rule. No one should own material goods not shared with the rest. That's it. Cast aside your possessions, vestments, and land. All that belongs to one belongs to us all.
What an interesting philosophy.
Why assign ownership to things? The people in this city share their wealth so that all are wealthy. Our clothes are hand-me-downs, our dwellings public. If your blade gets dull, borrow another from the shop. Leaky boat, we'll all pitch in.
Well, at least that means they have boats here. Let's see if we can get someone to ferry us to Guju. The customs here in Tsata sure are different. I should probably head to the pier if I want to ask about a boat. Let me see. Nice! Taking this. Grizzly! Got some syrup. Taking this. Yes! This is kind of exciting. This might be useful.
Oh my, do my eyes deceive me? A soul guard here? I thought I'd never see one come this way after the fall of Guju.
I could say the same of you. Not many dragonfolk live outside of Longren, so I've been told.
Very true, very true. I'm practically one of a kind. Our laws state that only the appointed Alm is allowed to leave the Vale. Fuji's a rebel, that's what. I just had to see the mana goddess for myself, you see. So I threatened a traveling peddler and got them to sneak me out of Longren.
Threatened? Hang on a second.
Silly me. I meant begged. But wouldn't you know it? There are giant cliffs on the way to the mana tree. No way I could climb them on my own. Plus, the guards in the area ran me off before I could even get close. Since I didn't much want to go home, I wandered around for a bit and finally ended up here in Sata. Everyone's attitude suits me fine, and they love my style, too. How's about staying here for a while yourself? With your style, I'm sure you'd be a hit, too.
I have to borrow a boat in order to get to Guju. There's something we have to take care of. Who should I talk to for passage? Are there rules for how to use the harbor?
Rules? Nah, anyone can take one of the boats if they need it. But I think your luck has just run out. For a while now, there have been weird reports coming in from the sailors.
What kind of weird?
The sea may look calm now, but wait until the ship sets sail. Something strange happens to the waters. A wall of waves appears and blocks any boat that tries to get past. That's why it's been ages since anyone's made it out of the harbor.
You're kidding.
Nope, but don't pay it any mind. I'm sure the ocean will go back to the way it was eventually.
Sorry, but I don't have the time to sit around. Maybe someone else has a better plan than wait. Now what? I don't know what to do. I should find the others and regroup. Where'd they go?
Dance with me, Val.
I've seen a lot of dancers during my travels, and Karina's very skilled. She might be the best I've seen so far.
Morley, I don't think I've ever heard such a glowing compliment from you. Maybe you deserve an encore after all.
Those two appear to be having the times of their lives. I do not think I have seen either smile so simply.
Yeah, me neither.
The at-ease atmosphere of Sata is incredibly infectious. Perhaps this change of pace came at the perfect time. Oh, I had meant to inquire about your investigation. Did you locate a suitable ship?
It's not the ship that's the problem. Nothing has been able to set sail from Sata because of a huge wall of water.
Forgive me, but why would the Alms need to cross the ocean? The Manor Tree is not located on the earthen continent of Jutuona.
Who are you?
We have given up our possessions, but not our names. I am called Glyph.
There is something we need in the Earth Village before we continue the pilgrimage. Glyph, do you know how to navigate this ocean?
Whatever force created the wall of waves did not mean for mortal hands to rend it. Do not waste your time with futile endeavors. Continue your unfinished journey.
That's the problem. We need help from the elemental spirit in Guju to get to the tree.
Then I suppose this is it. We can no longer ascend the cliffs. Perhaps now is the time to retire the Alms and suspend their duties.
Such swift judgment! Do not the Alms sacrifice themselves in order to divert disaster from all corners of the country?
Disaster may be the unavoidable end to this ancient tale. I ask you, Do we truly deserve prosperity in exchange for the lives of the alms?
Humanity has only lasted this long because of the alms. That's not a pointless sacrifice. It's vital to our way of life.
An honor is duly bestowed upon these alms from all settlements, except for this one. In Sata, we are free to do and think as we wish. How do you feel about this pilgrimage and its pilgrims? How does a soul guard see their charges? How do they see themselves in their role? Can you even answer these questions?
My role as Soul Guard is to protect the alms from harm. Does it matter how I see them? Whoever is on the pilgrimage is my responsibility. Right? How did the alms pilgrimage start in the first place? And why do they need to sacrifice themselves to the mana tree to save us? Orin was asking the same questions. I feel like I'm missing something. Like I don't know the first thing about this world. We've got a ways to go on our journey, so... if there are answers out there, I mean to find them.
Ooh.
Palomina, how's your head? Do you need some fresh air?
Thank you. That would be a welcome relief.
The Cape is a lovely place to rest and clear your head. It's far enough away from the city crowds.
I am so sorry to have ruined the mood with my mysterious malady.
Don't apologize. I just want to make sure you're okay. We're not far, so take it easy on the way.
Thank you, Val.
Taking this? Grizzly!
Do you hear that?
Huh? Look, there!
She is calling to me.
Hey! Palomina! Palomina, come on! Snap out of it!
What was I doing? Forgive me. It was such a sudden state of dizziness.
Dizziness? You nearly went over the edge. That was a really close call.
I heard a voice. Her lament was so sad and solemn.
What are you talking about? What voice? All I saw was a huge wall of waves. No wonder the ships haven't been able to set sail recently.
Strange. The sound is the only thing that stands out in my memory. We should consult with Karina and Morley. I heard a voice, yet Val could not hear the same sound, and such a strange emotion welling up in my heart. What could it mean?
Glyph mentioned that you weren't feeling well. Are you doing any better, Palomina?
Apologies for my abrupt absence. Val and I have to tell you two of the sight we saw from the Cape.
Hang on. You still look pale. I think you should lie down at the inn for a bit.
We can talk to the people here and dig a little deeper into the Wall of Waves story while Palomina recovers.
I know this melody. I just heard it. Once very long ago, a prince and princess, sundered by walls of water, vowed their love within the temple halls of mortar.
How romantic. But wait! That sounds like the start of a poem. How does it end?
For some reason, I can only recall the start of the sonnet. The remaining refrains I cannot remember.
Aww. But what do they do after they get to the temple?
Val, the verse is the very same tune I heard on the Cape. What does that mean?
Maybe that ballad has something to do with the Wall of Waves. Like, one causes the other or something.
If memory serves, there was a grand temple located near Tsata.
That would be Tato Temple, I believe. It is on the waterfront to the west of here.
Hey, let's make a detour and visit Tato Temple. It might clear a few things up.
Right. Nothing will change if we don't take action. Let's prepare to head out tomorrow morning.
Young Soul Guard, a word? Nothing good will come of visiting Tato Temple. It's rumored to be haunted, with monster nests infesting every inch of the grounds.
The danger we face on the journey is all part of the job. We each have our duties to fulfill, and mine is being the Soul Guard. I haven't forgotten what you said, but I don't have an answer yet. All I can do is go forward and face whatever comes my way.
Brave words, Soul Guard. By the laws of this land, all we own belongs to everyone. We give and take in equal measure. This is the Salamando Candle, the vessel of fire. It was given to a hero of legend by the goddess of mana herself. Originally guarded in Tiania, over much time and many owners, the vessel came to us here in Sata. Now it seems right to entrust its fire powers to you.
Thank you so much. Hopefully this'll help us get through a haunted temple.
May your endeavor be successful.
Ready? Then west we go to Tato Temple.
The tales make it sound like a particularly perilous place. We should ensure that we are as prepared as possible.
This city sees travelers from all around. I would assume that we have our choice of some good weapons and armor in the shops.
I should look around town to prep for the journey to Tato Temple.
Oh there. You're the group of travelers that took the Salamando candle from Glyph, right?
Sorry for taking it from the city. Did you need it?
Don't worry. No one here would begrudge you a candle. We have the sun in the sky and the stars in the firmament to light our way. But I did hear that Glyph let you leave without a single word of explanation on how to use the thing. Typical Glyph. Let me share with you what knowledge we've got about the candle. Good luck. Enjoy your haunted temple and try not to get cursed, okay? See you on the other side.
The free citizens were pretty accommodating after all. this? My new power?
I can aid my allies with this new strength.
Yeah, they even gave us a Salamando candle.
Will you be able to make the journey, Palomina? We can rest more if need be.
Your concern is appreciated. A haunted temple, so they say. But what constitutes a haunting?
Could be overrun with monsters, or maybe it has something to do with the Wall of Flames. Either way, we won't know until we get there.
This was our victory! Did people used to live around here in the past?
My guess is yes. Just look at all the building remains.
What it was like for them. I'm brimming with power! Taking this. Watch yourselves, everyone! Salamando candle!
Why is everything so big?
I'm only just getting started!
For your assistance.
You asked for it. Don't give it away. Consider yourself lucky I didn't go all out.
Grizzly!
You're a very good dancer, Karina. I was
You saved this one just for you! We're finished! Come at me!
Our forces made this outcome an obvious one.
Let's plan our next move.
Thanks for watching out for Palomina, Val. She might have walked straight off the edge if you weren't there to stop her.
Yeah, she was way out of it. It was scary. We should still keep an eye on her during this trip to Tato, just in case. I can still fight.
Easy. Knock off your defenses until the very end.
Okay. This is handy. Made it out. Barely. Take this! Salamando candle! You're mine!
Uh-oh, Mark, nobody. That's
You're mine! Come at me!
Looks like I powered up.
That's probably Tato Temple. It looks impressive even from far off.
This whole thing looks run down. Is that the entrance?
We might be able to enter from over there. Let's check.
plan our next move.
I do not like the look of this. Monsters I can handle, but this place has got to be crawling with ghosts.
Huh? It isn't even ocean-related.
We gotta take a look either way. It's our only lead about the wall.
There appears to be something ahead beyond the antechamber. Nothing is moving, but we should continue with caution nonetheless.
It's hard to tell in this light, but there's something further in. Huh. It's a turtle.
No, it's not. It's a statue of a turtle. Or perhaps a monster.
It's the prince from the poem.
Which would mean this sculpture must represent the princess.
I suppose I see it. The turtle seems to reach out toward the princess like the prince would.
Huh? Did you see that? Was that a tear?
Statues can't cry.
I do not see any tears. Are you suggesting that a stone carving can feel sadness?
Come on, what was that poem you recited earlier?
Once very long ago, a prince and princess sundered by walls of water vowed their love within the temple halls of mortar.
Aha! A tear! I told you!
I did see something shimmer around his eye.
I surely stand corrected.
It almost looked like it was reacting to your recitation, Palomina.
I think you're onto something. Let's really give it something to cry about.
Having fun at the turtle's expense, huh?
Can you blame me? It's a crying statue. I want to make it bawl like a baby.
Palomina, where are you going?
You do not hear it? Such a strange sound.
She's acting like she did on the Cape. Let's follow her.
A crying turtle? A forgotten love poem? What is going on?
Best to just let Karina and Palomina handle it.
Take this! Elemental candle! Take this! Still fight?
Taking over.
Got it.
Okay, next.
I got this. This is kind of exciting. Nice! Taking this. Power of mana! Yahoo! Got some syrup. Grizzly! Brimming with power.
I hear the voice from the vista. Once very long ago, a princess's heart soared as she danced by her prince. But their love was forbidden in this instance.
Forbidden love? Ooh, what's next? Tell me, tell me!
Unfortunately, this particular passage is all I heard this time. I cannot attest to the rest.
No way that was the end of the story. There are probably other things nearby that are kinda like this.
We should check another of the rooms.
I'm a sucker for forbidden love stories. I gotta know what happened to those two.
I too am immensely intrigued by this rhyming riddle. Let us resume searching the rooms.
Grant me power! Thanks for the pick-me-up. Elemento candle! Next! Not so fast! Come at me! I'm only just getting started. Watch out now! You're mine! Take this! Got it! Take this! Spirit circle! Okay! Take this!
My rage.
Come at me! Take this! You're mine! Take this! Fireball! Come at me!
When I regard this relic, I recall yet another ringing refrain. Once very long ago, a prince said to his princess as they danced together, he would not let her slip from his grasp whatsoever.
Oh, the suspense! He might let go! Ugh! How does it end?
The statue in the other room is indeed reaching out his hand to his princess.
It's acting out Palomina's poem. We have to keep looking. That's another room down. You doing okay, Morley?
It's nothing. I'm just not accustomed to Karina's enthusiasm for this.
Taking this? There's something strange about this.
Oh, a subsequent stanza. Once very long ago, a princess looked at her hand now unclasped, and her tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped.
That liar! He said he never let go, and then he just up and left her?
You might be too invested in this story.
It does pluck at the heartstrings. Tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped, right? The princess's tears must have something to do with the wall of waves, but that's all I've got so far.
How could he have let go of her hand like that? What drove them apart? I have to know.
The adjacent antechamber may have some answers.
I have been summoned. Karina taking over.
I'll carry on from here. I'm only just getting started. Elemento candle! Behold my power! You're mine!
And so the love story between the pair played out. Once very long ago, a prince remained trapped by the waves alone, waiting for his beloved dance partner to return home.
How tragic! How cruel! The two lovers were torn from each other's sides!
Karina is crying more than the statue.
Just you wait until the turtle hears the whole tale. You'll see, he'll be sobbing way harder.
Let's return to the hall and find out then, shall we? Something might have changed in the main room.
I bet that turtle is bawling its eyes out by now. What did they...
Now we've searched everywhere. It seems like the prince and the princess were broken-hearted in the end. We should recite the entire story and pray for their happiness in the next life.
Once very long ago, a prince and princess sundered by walls of water vowed their love within the temple halls of mortar.
Once very long ago, a princess's heart soared as she danced by her prince, but their love was forbidden in this instance.
Once very long ago, a prince said to his princess as they danced together, he would not let her slip from his grasp whatsoever.
Once very long ago, a princess looked at her hand now unclasped, and her tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped.
Once very long ago, a prince remained trapped by the waves alone, waiting for his beloved dance partner to return home.
May the two souls dance again together one day.
Is the prince from the story supposed to be vengeful?
That's not what I pictured.
Verily, this is Vuskov, the sacred beast of legend.
Vuskov? Who cares what his name is? He's coming right for us!
He has lost himself in his hate. We must stop his rampage.
This whole experience has been more of a bargain.
I can still fight.
Take this! Fire!
Something just dropped?
That's it. Now I'm angry.
So much for princely manners.
We're wearing him down. I think we can get through to him.
He seems to realize this was a simple misunderstanding.
Does he want us to follow him?
I think we should.
He's headed for the coast, I think.
Don't fall behind!
He is trying to tell us something. But what could it be?
We'll know once we catch up to him. Come on!
Let's use the meridian to travel.
I guess we can climb aboard. Let's hoist the anchor and set sail. What is that? Trying to bust through the wall of waves with brute force?
Hold on to the flagpole, or you'll get tossed overboard.
There's another one. Another Vuskov.
Two lost lovers together at long last.
A fairy tale ending fit for a pair of sweethearts.
And the prince and the princess lived happily ever after. And so the tale ends for our heroes. Or whatever.
Hey, look! I see land! I bet it's Jutuona, the Earthen continent. Thank you!
Huh? Is this flute for me?
Earthen continent, you say?
Jutuona was once bustling with people and commerce, like any other continent.
No sign of that kind of life here. This harbor's falling apart.
Gnome just doesn't have the same power as he used to. There's no time to waste. Let's head to Guju and find Gnome. The prince found his princess. That's a relief.
They look so perfect going off together. I almost started... Run. Again.
Now that... we're here, we can head to Guju and find Gnome. Yes! Next move.
Are you friends with Vuskov, Remco? So that's why you figured it out so quickly. I'm glad we could help your friend.
such devastation. I hear it was a beautiful place in its heyday.
Now it almost appears as if the desert is grieving its own destruction.
Got some syrup.
In 4 short years, Guju was reduced to this.
We think the answers to our questions are buried deep beneath the sand at this point.
Village is up ahead. Let's hurry.
Oh, spirits!
You're mine! Take this!
Want some more?
They weren't so tough. Just getting started. Awesome. Keep it up. Just getting started. I feel blessed by the elements. Just getting started. Awesome. Keep it up. Just getting started.
The blessings of the spirits are what's keeping our home safe from this.
We're all just one slip away from the same fate. Guess we better focus on completing this pilgrimage. Huh.
Guju. The Earth Village looks vacant.
Not a single townsperson left to talk to. Unsurprising.
But how did it get this bad?
Reports recount that the Alm of Earth was never chosen, causing the village to vanish.
Do we have to stay here? I don't like this whole abandoned village aesthetic.
Let's check the area for leads. Even if the people are gone, Gnome might still be around. Let's go find Gnome. Or at least a friendly face. Maybe Eliza could help. Taking this?
A survivor. Should we approach them?
As long as you're sure it's not a ghost.
What's that? Oh, bless my beard. Y'all scared me clean out of my boots. You merchants? Prospectors? Hold on a minute. Well, shave my toes and call me a poto. Y'all are a party of alms making the pilgrimage.
Sorry to bother you, but we're looking for Gnome.
Our patron elemental? But suppose it ain't my place to pry into the affairs of alms. Oh, I plumb forgot to introduce myself. I'm Watts, guy and miner, and probably the only person you'll be seeing around here.
Do you mean to say that not a soul elected to stay in the settlement after the calamity?
What about Liza? Orin said she survived the disaster. Is Liza still here? In Guju?
You might as well head to the Eastern Plateau and see for yourself.
Let's stop by the plateau while we search for Gnome.
Let's make a loop around the village and then head toward the Eastern Plateau. Let's plan our next move. Taking this? This is kind of exciting. This might be useful. Taking this? Let me see. This might be useful. Yes! Taking this? Liza? Stone? But how? Liza, what happened to you? So she was another victim of the disaster. Guess what, Liza? I became a soul guard, like you. And Hina was named the Alma Fire. We set out on the pilgrimage together, but... well, a lot happened since then. You taught us so much, but I still don't understand. Why did everything fall apart?
Round here, we got a saying. Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. 4 years ago, our gal Liza tried to leave the village before the Soul Guard arrived. It was right after she'd been named the Alm of Earth.
You mean she ran away?
Yep, with that husband of hers, Orin. Without the Earth's blessing, most of the villagers turned into golems. And you see how Liza ended up.
That's crazy! Liza would never run from her responsibilities! She was a soul guard! The best in the village! She understood the alms sacrifice better than anyone!
Way I see it, everybody's gotta make a choice. Gotta decide what matters most to them. Be it duty, tradition, or something else. We Gaians put a lot of stock in tradition. In fact, I'd say we're more stubborn than most, set in our ways like a gemstone fused to rock. So when Liza moved here from a far-off settlement blessed by fire, not earth, well, some people kicked up a fuss, that's for sure.
Poor Liza.
Orin tried to leave the village then, too. Didn't want to deal with the bigotry. But Liza put her foot down. She couldn't stand to pull Orin away from his work. You see, he was the best ceramicist in town. Made all our ceremonial urns and the like.
Liza was always interested in traditional cultures around the world. She loved the Fairies Festival, too.
She threw herself into the study of Earth. Wanted the villagers to see how serious she was. Liza became more knowledgeable about Earth and ore than anyone for miles. Nothing for it but to accept her as one of Guju's own and give our blessings.
And that's when she was appointed the Alm of Earth.
Sure as you're born, the fairy and the spirits recognized her love of all things earthen and deemed her worthy. The whole village was proud as punch, let me tell you. But in the end, the two lovebirds chose each other. Guess I see where they were coming from. They worked hard to build a life here. Couldn't throw that away.
Sounds like Orin and Liza had a tougher time than I thought.
Y'all got your reasons for coming out here to Guju. I might not be much help, but I'll tell you what I know of Gnome. First off, he ain't been seen in these parts for a while now. At least not since I came back to the village. Only other place I can think of to check is the Gamerda Mines.
The mines, huh?
Yep, they're northwest of the desert outside of Guju. Can't miss them. Mines are abandoned, or I guess you could say repurposed as monster nests. Can't stand the place, but I ain't never been one for fighting. Quit the patrols after 3 days. Don't worry, I wasn't about to let you go off without some help. Here, take the gnome shovel. I've been taking care of it as the last remaining villager of Guju. Maybe this elemental vessel will guide you back to its original owner.
Thank you. We'll do our best to find Gnome.
Who knows? If he comes back, it might even revitalize that stone friend of ours.
Well, I did get to see Liza again. What was the point of it all? Focus on Gnome. Can't let grief get in the way of my mission. Taking this?
Watt said to check northwest of the desert.
Gamerda Mines were once renowned for its supply of ore.
Can't imagine it's seen any action in a long time. We gotta be careful.
How is the gnome shovel different from any other shovel? It digs holes, right?
Maybe, just maybe.
At the very least, I bet it's a really good shovel. I got your back!
It is almost like the town was carved out to accommodate the mine. An impressive operation in mining.
People made their living off of that mine. It was a threat to the world's commerce, too. Hard to say what condition it will be in now, however.
Unfortunately, many places left unattended become home to unwanted guests.
for your assistance.
How it's done.
Place for the elemental vessel.
How do you think Watts keeps himself busy all alone in Guju?
I don't know. What would you do if you were alone in that ghost town?
Sounds like Watts is in a similar situation to myself.
Lend me your power!
You're mine!
Let us proceed, post haste.
Take this! Watch out now! Come at me!
Okay.
You've got a long way to go before you can challenge us. I wish there was something I could do for Liza, but without a miracle, we're left with only wishes.
Gnome might have some more information for us. We'll always have
Take this!
This was our victory! Let me see. Is this? Activate!
Let us see what you are made of.
Gathered enough mana!
Lend me your power!
Easy.
You're mine! You're mine! Come at me!
Never sways. Let me see. A rare item. Taking this.
Aren't we sure these mines were in use 4 years ago? They look more like they've been abandoned for decades.
With the loss of the blessing of Earth, the land itself seems to have become barren and lifeless.
Bad enough to feel the effects all the way at the Dead Egg Cliffs.
You can see what a beautiful town Guju must have been. I heard the mines were rife with gems and ore before they were closed too.
It's a shame we couldn't see the village in its heyday. It's so dusty I can hardly breathe.
There are definitely monsters in here too. Watch out.
Ready whenever!
For your assistance. One rival remains. Carrot.
The gnome shovel causes a reaction in minor monsters.
It looks monstrous, but it's not attacking. Maybe this golem is here to assist us.
Shall we test that theory?
Oh, this golem is impressive.
I bet it can do something about the rock mechanisms. It seems strong enough to me. It opened! Now we can move forward.
The gateway is indeed inviting. Shall we proceed?
Once I brush them off.
I too fear for the condition of my fur after this foray. We triumph together.
Let me see. This might be useful. Please work. Got some syrup.
Is the power of the Earth spirits heading toward the tower?
Something might have activated. We should endeavor to return to the entrance.
I'm brimming with power. exciting. Is this?
Unleashing my full power!
Oh, yes. Is that all?
Power of men!
That's the second one, right? Let's go back and check.
Honestly, this place feels more like ancient ruins than a working mine.
We've tried what we can. Now what?
We can go in, I guess.
Something tells me this was a bad idea.
Oh dear. Has anyone been hurt?
Just my pride.
The Earth spirits disappeared into the tower.
The ancient Gaians might have made the structure for the spirits originally. Do you figure there's something else in there?
Yeah, probably. Maybe we can find a way in like before. Let's look around the area.
Goodness, the spirits have gone into the tower.
Do they want us to go after them? Maybe Gnome is in there.
There's a chance, at least. I vote we follow.
Got some syrup! Why did they need to make everything so complicated inside this mine?
Gaian economy is based on mining. Maybe they felt protective over their resources.
That makes sense. My dad never liked people messing around in his workspace either. so tough. Grizzly! Grant me power! Thanks for the pick-me-up. Please work.
There are things like this in other areas, too.
There are more places we can go now. Let's try them out.
I still can't believe the guy and people made all this.
These have to be historical sites of great import. If only a Gaian associate were available to ask about them.
This is how it's done. Take this! Come at me! Got it! I'm getting the hang of this! Grant me power!
Just one place left.
Yep, let's keep this up. This is kind of exciting. Is this?
Little cactus.
Did that noise come from the center of this thing?
We might be able to enter the tower now. Let's go.
There's a way down. That's all the invitation I need.
The spiritual power here feels strange. Stagnated.
I don't like the sound.
I thought my mind was playing tricks, but no. There's something here.
Quite the overwhelmingly oppressive presence.
We didn't come this far underground to get scared off now. Show yourself.
Oh.
Here it comes.
What beady eyes you have.
That's not like any mole I've ever seen. Careful, everyone! Lend me your power! Just for you! Is it over? Bullseye!
Take the tender before it takes a bite.
You're mine! Right, good on! You're mine! Good on! Take this! Take this! Right go! Not so tough now, are you? Yes! Taking this? Taking this? Vessel's filled with mana! Good eye!
Sorry.
You're mine! Spirits, come forth! I'm only just getting started. No one needs us. We have to finish this.
Time for this overgrown rat to turn tail and run.
Don't hold back, everyone! You're mine! Take this! Here I go! Take this! It's immobilized! Nicely done! Here, use this!
I refuse to relent.
Taking this? I think we can use the vessel. This should come in handy. You're mine! Take this! You're mine!
I'm no expert, but that looks like a mineral deposit to me. Perhaps Gnome's power isn't as weak as we feared.
If the Earth still has life, then Gnome's gotta be around somewhere. Keep searching.
What are you talking about? I'm right here! Woo-wee! Jewel Eater done gone and made a mess of this place.
Gnome, I would guess?
Now ain't that a sight for sore eyes? Alms, in my mind! What can I do you for?
We were looking for you! What are you doing hiding out in a monster's lair? Did you want to get eaten?
What do you mean, monster lair? This here mine is mine! Not my fault that Jewel Eater came and gobbled me up whole!
Hang on! You were inside that thing?
Glad we arrived when we did.
So am I! Jewel Eater was sucking the earth dry of all his leftover mana power. Now that it's gone, everything ought to balance out. And I got a bit of the old pep in my step again. What doesn't kill you, I guess. Whoa! Nap time's over, though. Time for me to resurface before another monster gets hungry. If y'all follow.
Well, I'll be. You done dug up an elemental in the mines.
Jumping pumpkins! People still live in Guju. Must have been underground for too long. I figured y'all left once the village was destroyed.
Guju's seen better days, to be sure. But now that you're back, Gnome, maybe...
Sorry to say, but my powers just ain't what they used to be back in the day.
About that, we actually came to ask for your help, Gnome. The soil in Dede won't grow anything. If our jack seed won't sprout, we can't get up the cliffs and make our way to Elusia Isle. Is there anything you can do?
Aha! So that's why y'all went out of your way to find me. Well, I hate to disappoint my fans. Rise and shine, my little earth spirits. These servants of mana need your help. Lend them a hand now, you hear?
Does the ground seem warmer to you?
There! That ought to fix your plant problem.
Couldn't you have used this power to keep Guju from falling?
I'm plumb tapped out of mana at this point, and without an alm to replenish it, well... Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. What turns to stone stays stone, I'm afraid.
Then, there's nothing we can do for Liza?
Guju is gone! About time y'all quit worrying about the past and start focusing on the lands that still have a chance, if you ask me. It's time for you to go back to the Dede Cliffs. It's a long way yet before you reach the Mana Tree.
A poignant reminder of our remaining responsibilities.
Cheer up! Y'all are a beacon of hope to people like us. Word of the new Alm of the Moon managed to reach all the way out here.
Huh? How did you hear about Etern?
Merchants travel here and there, bringing wares and stories alike. All I know is that for 16 years, there's been no alm from Etern. But if the parish can come back after so long, why not Guju? There may even be hope for dear Liza yet.
Please, take care of Liza for me.
You worry about yourselves. We can take care of our own.
Give the goddess a holler for me!
Time to head back to Dede.
The jack seed should sprout now. Let's go back to the Dede Cliffs.
Wait, how are we getting back over there? No signs of Vuskov nearby.
Oh, try out the fairy flute. You should be able to hear it. Let's go! Thanks, little one. We owe you.
Remember to rest, little one.
Let's use the meridian to travel.
Do you think it'll go any better with the seed this time?
With Gnome's blessing, I think the soil will have enough power. It'll work, now that we have him on our side.
I am prepared to climb if this fails.
You do reap what you sow, as they say. You heard the Queen. Be prepared for any outcome.
Please work. We gotta get to Elucia.
You're back. I can feel a change in the energy of the soil. We should attempt the watering ceremony one more time.
Spirits of Earth, we beseech you. Bring life forth from this barren soil. Guide the alms over the cliffs and to Elucia beyond.
Val?
Hina, I'll take care of your core stone. I swear.
Not many people venture this far.
There may not be...
Alms, Soulguard. Milos Woods lies just beyond the cliffs. It is a vast and treacherous jungle. Within the forest, you will find Verdius Burrow, hidden home of the Sproutlings. It is one of them who will become the Alm of Wood. Once the Alm joins your party, you will be that much closer to the Mana Tree. You are well on your way to ensuring the survival of our world. Safe travels on the road to Elusia.
This feels wonderful.
A tiring trek it has been, but we have come far.
It's all thanks to the spirits. Ever since Guju, I've been thinking about how we take their powers for granted in our everyday lives.
True, but with the Alm's sacrifice, we can ensure that mana flows to the spirits of earth, fire, wind, water, the moon, and all the rest.
Wow! Get a look at those trees!
Verdius should be in view once we reach beyond this road. The Alm may have already been appointed.
We'll have to see if we come across Orin or the Alm of Wood first, I suppose.
Brace yourselves, everybody.
Whoa! What kind of trees are these? I've never seen anything like them.
The plant life on top of the cliffs doesn't seem to suffer from the same issues as the ones below.
I suppose all of Elusia Isle is isolated from the lands we know. In fact, I wonder how the Mana Tree first came to flourish here.
We're hot on Orin's trail now.
Leave it to us. We won't let Orin keep Hina's core stone.
Are the plants this weird because we're near the Mana Tree?
That? Because there aren't any people to keep the roots in check.
Don't get lost, okay? I don't know if I'd be able to find anyone here. You're mine! Take this! Take this!
Defenses until the fair.
What happened to that big flower?
Might it feed on the mana power of monsters, perhaps?
A balanced ecosystem between monster and plant. These woods are very interesting.
Yes! I have to fulfill my duty as a soul guard. That's how it's done. Take this!
Our forces made this outcome an obvious one.
Taking this?
My father told me once that there's an herb that only grows in these woods. It's a highly sought-after steamed bun seasoning, apparently.
Niccolo sure knows a lot of things about a lot of things, huh?
For your assistance! You're mine! You're mine! Take this! Elemental candle! Don't let it get away! Got it! Oh, the flower's gone.
I suppose it really was feeding off the nearby monsters.
There might be more. Let's look around.
Got some syrup. Got some syrup. Yes!
That was some jackstock. It just kept growing and growing.
Did you really need to jump on my back, though?
Touchy. I wanted a better view. I had something next to me, so...
Lend me your power! Next! Commando! Fireball! Do not drop your defenses and... Got it!
The enemies and their corresponding flora have been conquered.
Which came first, the flower or the monster?
Did Orin already make it this far?
Think you can handle this? No holding back!
Commando! Your defenses until the very end.
We sure showed them. Yes!
The large flowers along our way are all gone, it seems.
That means we can keep moving forward. Let's get going. Taking this. Grizzly! This is kind of exciting. Is this?
Is this a settlement of some kind?
There don't appear to be any settlers.
Excuse me! Is anyone here? Nope, nothing.
It doesn't look as bad off as Guju. We would know if disaster had struck another town.
Huh?
Did you hear that?
Sounds like music. Does Orin play the guitar?
Calm down. It's probably just one of the citizens of Verdius.
I believe that riveting refrain is coming from over there. Shall we investigate?
There's gotta be someone around playing that song, right? Taking this? This is kind of exciting. Is this? Taking this?
It's coming from here.
We are all here in order to persevere. A part of this interwoven life that keeps the world from strife. Not moving on, no matter what, oh yeah. like jam number 1460 is another keeper. Not bad, not bad. Gosh, the fairy is taking her sweet time this year.
Those were some weird lyrics.
Well, I didn't really ask for your input. Get out of town! You wouldn't happen to be the convoy of alms now, would you? I'm Julie, custodian of the burrow. A sproutling, obviously. Oh, you came all this way, but I'm sorry to say there's no alm of wood just yet.
I guess that means we're stuck here for now.
Wait a second. 1, 2, 3... Is it just me, or are we missing people?
Due to some complications on our journey, the Alms of Light and Darkness will join us later. I am Palomina, Alm of Water.
Oh, I'm the Soul Guard, Val.
Morley, Alm of the Moon.
They call me Karina, Alm of Wind, and this pretty lady is Ramco.
Golly, a sacred beast cub. Still growing, I see. Were you raised outside of the Lucia?
Hang on. Do you know Ramco?
Nope. We only just got acquainted, but I know plenty about these sacred beasts. That's everyone. Oh, what about the Alm of Fire? Did something happen to the Alm from Tiania?
Hina. She lost her core stone. We're looking for the person who stole it from us, and we're actually in a hurry.
Not sure what you mean by core stone, but losing things is never fun.
Sounds like most people haven't heard of core stones.
The only news I can give you is no news. Sorry. There's nobody here but us Sproutlings, and I haven't seen any thieves come through the burrow in, well, ever probably. Plus, there's nothing beyond Vertius but the mana tree, so... Oh yeah! And that boulder at the entrance with the legendary sword stuck in it? But that's it. Huh?
Legendary sword?
Oops! Look at the time! I have to go water my friends. Bye!
Wait!
What sword was he talking about? Am I the only one in the dark here?
The goddess of mana was said to have given a legendary sword to her hero champion. But I could have never fathomed that the fairy tale was fact.
Orin and Hina talked about it once. I didn't think it was real either.
Perhaps the kernel of truth behind the myth originated here in Elusia. It is the home of the mana tree.
Our search for Orin might be a bust, but we still need an alm of wood. We should ask that kid from earlier what's up.
True. Let's find him.
He has to water his... what? Better look for him, I guess.
I'm sorta in the middle of my daily duties. Mind getting out of my way?
Do all custodians water the plants here?
Of course! Who else? I have to take care of my friends.
Friends?
Sure! This tree here is a good friend of mine.
Wait, what? This tree is a sproutling?
Oh, I guess you wouldn't know. When a sproutling goes to sleep for a long time, we tend to turn into trees. Every 4 years, just in time for the pilgrimage, one of my hibernating friends grows the most beautiful flowers. The alluring fragrance beckons the fairy to the burrow, and that lucky sproutling gets to be the alm. Only the most vibrant of sproutlings can blossom, making them the perfect candidates for the alm of wood. Our patron elemental wants lush foliage on all of her anvils.
But when are the buds meant to bloom?
Usually the trees are already in bloom by the time the convoy of alms arrives. But not this year. There's probably no hope for the burrow after all. I suppose we all gotta go sometime.
Whoa, hold on. No need to jump straight to utter destruction.
Nope. I think this is it for us. No flowers, no fairy, no future. Anyway, I'm sure you've all got stuff to do. Some bandit you're tailing or whatever.
He's really gonna give up on his homeland? Just like that?
Jule seems really knowledgeable about the pilgrimage. There's a lot more I want to ask him.
Was there something else you needed, or were you that curious about my work?
There's a lot we don't know about all this. I was hoping for answers.
A chat would kill time better than my usual rounds. As you wish. All sproutlings remain dormant for long periods with one exception. We alternate who looks after the rest of us while we sleep. As the custodian, I water my sleeping friends each and every day. I woke up 4 years ago, just as the last pilgrimage was coming through the burrow.
So for 4 years, you've been watering these guys waiting for them to bloom? All by yourself?
Of course. Though, I guess it's not gonna matter much anymore if there's no alm. Might as well hang up my watering can.
You can't be out of options already. Have you talked with your patron elemental? Maybe she can help.
What a silly thing to say. Alms are appointed, not requested. There's nothing I can do about this.
But how do you know if you don't try? I went directly to Sylphin and asked to be made the alm. You don't want this place to be destroyed, right? Then do something. Anything. Go ask the elemental of wood to hurry it up.
You've got to be joking. She's joking, right?
Karina's telling the truth. She went out and found the elemental of wind in order to request her position as the alm.
But that's going against the hand of fate. Perhaps mortals like yourself try to defy destiny, but that's not how we do things up here. Sproutlings take what life gives us, and we're grateful for it. I don't know how many thousands of years ago it was, but we watched your world teeter on the edge of destruction. All the while we waited, tending the seeds as we've always done. Whatever hand fate deals us is our burden to bear. How egotistical to assume you know better than the goddess herself.
Egotistical? That's rich coming from a stubborn weed like him.
He's not wrong to stick to his principles. He just needs some perspective. Is following the will of the world really worth accepting the destruction of all you hold dear? Not that the workings of the Hand of Fate aren't important, but Karina's got a good point too. I don't want Jule to give up hope.
You're a pushy bunch, you know that? What is it this time?
You're the one who ran off. We weren't done with our conversation.
Actually, I didn't have anything else to say to you folks. I've said my piece. No need to get worked up about it. I'll tell you what. If an alm of wood is chosen, you'll be the first to know. So go ahead and look around for that corkstone or what have you.
It's corestone, not corkstone. And that's our friend Soul you're talking about, bub. Hina, the Alm of Fire, had her corestone stolen by Orin. If we don't get that piece of her back, then Tiania is in danger. Verdia still has a chance, so use it. How can you stand around and throw your hands up like none of this is in your control? Don't you care what happens to the burrow? Think of your dormant friends. Don't you want to save them? Isn't that worth asking to become the Alm of Wood yourself?
Look, pal, I'm not going to take much more of your sass. You think I'm not worried about the fate of my home? There should be blooms by now. It's not supposed to be like this. Without flowers, the fairy won't come. Without the fairy, us sproutlings lose our purpose. No lives to preserve, it'd be the end of everything. Maybe this is my fault. I could have overwatered the burrow or pruned something I wasn't supposed to. That worry is always on my mind.
Jule.
Here's a thought, Jule. We could all search for the reason the flowers aren't blooming.
Huh? But guy who stole from you?
You said so yourself. No one has come through the burrow but us. We trust you to know what's going on in your home. Besides, I'm the Soul Guard. It's my duty to find the Alm and protect them from harm.
Look, I appreciate the thought, but there's no cure for the burrow. It's pointless.
Oh, honestly. Stop quitting before you start, kid. Come on, folks. We've got a job to do. I think this place doesn't get enough sunlight. That's what.
The landscape in Verdius hasn't changed in millennia. They would have had problems long before now if it was the sun.
Maybe Gnome's powers are too weak to reach here?
It is true that Elusia is a tad far from other terrain. The solution may be that the sustenance given to the sprouts is being sucked dry.
That's a lot of leads to eliminate. Let's take a look around the area first.
The reason... Wait, could it be?
Where'd Jule get off to? Well, while we wait for him, we can try to figure out the cause of all this. The whole area is covered in plants. No one can get through all this. Maybe that's for the best. We don't want Orin sneaking past us. Unless he's the one that blocked it off?
Val, I surrender. I don't know anything about growing plants.
This foray is fascinating. Practically none of this flora was included in the almanacs of my adolescence.
There's no getting around it. We have to ask the Elemental of Wood for help.
Great idea! If the Elemental doesn't know what's wrong, no one will.
Aww, I wanted to be the one to rub it in Jule's face when we found the answer.
Sorry to disappoint you, Karina, but we haven't got the time to waste on fumbling around in the undergrowth.
Dryad is the Elemental of Wood, and well-versed of these wilds. But who can say where we may find her? Would that I knew.
At times like these, it's best to ask the locals.
Ugh, great. We gotta bother Jule again. Just what I need.
Huh? It can't be.
Hello again, weary travelers! What a surprise!
How did you get here?
Don't you know there's a big old stalk that reaches all the way up here? My sisters and I didn't want to waste this once-in-4 years opportunity, so we climbed up.
We figured now was the perfect chance to gather exotic ingredients like Verdius nectar for flavorings and potions.
Besides, this place has everything! Ancient forests, dangerous pilgrimages, mysterious Gaian explorers. What's not to like?
Sounds like you three have a full itinerary.
Wait a minute. Did you say Gaian explorers? Where did you see one of those?
Oh, there was a dashing young adventurer of that description over by the tree. We saw him ahead of us. We did lose track of him, though.
Had to focus on keeping our footing and all.
Orin's on his way.
Did you see a sproutling around here? Short, green, leafy?
Nope. But I sure would love to meet a sproutling in the flesh. Bark? What was that? A terrifying cry, that's what! It came from the direction of Milos Woods. Someone might be in trouble!
Could be Jule, or even Orin. Let's check it out.
Oh, before you go, do you need to stock up on anything? Now's your chance!
Anything you want, for a price. Grab the goods you need to save your friend. Don't get stingy now. Bye, bye, bye!
They're the spitting image of Father in miniature.
That cry was coming from Milos. We have to check it out.
Be sure to talk to my merchant sisters if you need to...
Welcome! You can't go wrong with these goods! Come again soon! Welcome! All these goods are the cream of the crop. Take a look at this new form your purchase. Take a look at this new form your purchase. Take a look at this new form your purchase. Take a look at my wares. Come back again sometime.
Welcome! Peruse at your leisure. Come back anytime. Happy doing business with you. Come back anytime. Happy doing business with you. I see you have a good eye. Happy doing business with you. Come back anytime.
What are you doing over there?
What am I doing? What are you doing?
We can handle this. Stand back.
We call this critter Grapplevine. It was too strong for me to uproot it when it decided to nest near the burrow. Be careful.
It's coming for us. Get ready, everyone.
We need to weed out enemies like this one.
Quit causing trouble, you troublemaker!
Just figure out which element works best. Awesome! It's working! I think you can use the vessel. Take this!
now's the time to strike.
You ready, bud?
Now take him down! Mighty Elemental, emerge! I think we can use the vessel. I'm still kicking.
You saved me. Thanks.
It was a close call. We were almost too late. Why did you wander off on your own?
Oh, look in the mirror, buddy.
Oh, now what?
I mean, that you made me wonder if Grappevine might be the cause of the problems in the burrow. Don't get me wrong. This could all still be by the goddess's will, but I wasn't quite as sure anymore. And you all seem so convinced that something could be done, so I wanted to check. But then I got attacked.
Huh. And here I thought you were mad at us again. Glad to see we've convinced you to change your stubborn ways.
That's one way to put it.
Destiny doesn't just fall into your lap every time.
Maybe. But you weren't able to figure out what keeps the flowers from blooming either, right?
Yeah, we're definitely not experts in gardening. But when in doubt, it's best to ask for help. Jule, do you know where the elemental of wood is?
Dryad? Easy peasy. Let me give her a ring. Oh, Dryad. Oh, yes, hello. Jeepers, you got here fast. Were you nearby?
Oh, forgive me. That is to say, I was looking for you, Jule. But then I saw you were tied up with Grappevine and wasn't certain what to do. Oh, dear, the alms. Please excuse me. I am known as Dryad.
A particular pleasure indeed, Dryad. We were just inquiring as to your whereabouts.
Yes, I could hear you from over there, and I think I may know what caused all of this fuss. As Jule guessed, Grappevine was the one behind it all. It absorbed all the nutrients from the plants, stunting their growth. That's why the flowers wouldn't blossom.
Well, the monster is gone now. So that means...
The flowers, my friends. Dryad, this is great. There'll be an alm after all.
We can expect the blooms at any moment.
Gee whiz. There's still so much to do. I have to get ready to welcome the fairy. Meet you back in Verdius.
He's got some spring in his step now.
Could I ask you, Alms, and you, Sir Soulguard, to join Jule?
Sure.
Irregular as this situation may be, you will be one of the few pilgrimages to see the flowering firsthand. That should count for something, I think.
Jule's in a better mood. I guess he gets grouchy when he's worried.
Lucky for us. For now, let's head to the appointment ceremony of the Alm of Wood.
Dryad, come on! Shake a root!
Again, my apologies for the delay. I was considering Verdius's future and consulting with the denizens of the woods and such. Now then, let me see. With this spring breeze, I bid the trees awaken, bloom forth.
Huh? Whoa!
unexpected. No flowers on the sleeping trees, but a flower blossoming right out of your head. Ow! Blossoming sproutling Jule. By the grace of the goddess of mana, I name you the Alm of Wood. Ah, this scent is divine. My hibernating friends didn't bloom. I did. A humble custodian like me? An Alm! I thought only dormant sproutlings were fated to blossom.
Oh, yes, well, you see, I was planning to choose you from the very beginning. That's why I went searching for you. Would you, Jule, be my emissary to the mana tree and fulfill the duty of the Alm of Wood?
You got it, Dryad! Oh, but if I'm the Alm of Wood, who will stay to tend and water my sleeping friends? They could brown or shrivel up and wither without proper hydration. I can't leave them alone like that, Dryad. That'd be worse than any disaster that could befall Vertius.
Jule? Oh, come to us. We have a message for you.
Wait, that's...
Jule? What's wrong?
I can hear my friends. They want to tell me something. Come on, let's go talk to them.
I didn't notice anything, but I guess Jule could hear the voices of his friends. Better stick with him and check this out.
Jule, you kept us company with your joyful singing. We asked Dryad to choose you as the Alm on our behalf. That monster in Milo's woods has been draining us of our mana. We have nothing to spare on our buds. Grapplovine is defeated, but it will take time before we can bloom again. Too much time to avoid the destruction of the burrow.
But what will you do without a custodian? You'll dry up.
Don't worry about us. Things will work out. Believe in the future of the burrow. We need you to convey the wishes of the sproutlings to the mana tree.
But you've all waited so long for the chance to be an Alm. I can't take that honor away.
Then use this, and together we will see the future flourish.
Wowie, the elemental vessel. Dryad Sprig.
Oh, dear. So that's where it went. We forgot to return it before we went to sleep. Sorry. But now that our work here is done, I think it's time to go back to sleep. Enjoy the mana tree, Jule. We'll see each other again.
Take the words of encouragement from your countrymen to heart. You're lucky they can see you off on your journey. There was no one left in my hometown of Etern to wish me luck when I left with Val. But maybe, just maybe, there's a chance at bringing some life back to the parish if I complete the alms duty. That's my hope, at least.
Morley's right. It would have been nice to leave the veil with everyone's blessing, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Everyone at home always told me I wasn't fit to be an Alm. But this journey has given me a lot to think about now that I'm here.
And this from the person lecturing me about alms and duties just a moment ago. Sounds like the pilgrimage hasn't been easy so far. Thanks for putting up with me earlier. I look forward to our journey together. As short as it is. The mana tree's just over there, after all.
Happy to have you, Jule. Oh, what are we going to do about the greenery blocking our way out of Vertius?
I apologize. That was my doing. I wanted to ensure that the path to the mana tree was protected. I will clear the way. Please give me a moment.
The mana tree is...
I feel stronger than ever.
so close now. Though, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Orin's still out there. Whatever I can do to prepare, I should do it in the burrow.
Welcome! You can't go wrong with these coming in soon. Welcome! All these goods are the cream of the crop. Come back again sometime. Welcome! Peruse at your leisure. Come back anytime. Dryad, we made it!
Oh, good! I shall open the path for you. Heave, heave, and a whoosh! There you are!
We have come upon the far corner of Milos Woods.
Once we get out of here, our goal should be in sight.
Excuse me, Sir Soulguard? Beyond these trees is what is known as the Sanctuary of Mana. Unfortunately, only the alms are permitted to enter. The Soulguard cannot go past the entrance.
Yeah, I know. Either way, first I have my duty to Hina to fulfill. I will get her core stone back.
The merchant sister saw Orin when they were going up the jack tree, right? You're not gonna wait for him here, are you?
If only we had an idea of his plans, we could try and head him off.
I don't know the fella, but if this Aaron went to the trouble of climbing up to Lucia, he probably wants something from the mana tree, right? Why don't we stick together at least until we reach the entrance? Who knows? Maybe he'll come to you.
You're right. Let's forge ahead for now.
Oh, do be safe on your travels.
There is a barrier around the Mana Sanctuary. Only alms are able to cross it, I am afraid.
What? Really? But what if we get surrounded by monsters and we don't have Val to take them on?
Don't worry. No monsters can trespass in the sanctuary.
Sounds like Morley did his research. The goddess protects the sanctuary from monsters with that barrier. Milos Woods and the Sanctuary of Mana are all a part of the spirit realm. Or they were at least.
The what now? Spirit realm?
Well, it's a realm, but for spirits. It's where elementals and sproutlings came from. In the past, it used to be separate from the mortal realm, where humans live. The Mana Goddess used to be able to protect the spirit realm from monsters. But when all the realms merged, that changed.
Merged, you say?
Yup. Once monsters began to emerge in Milos, the goddess had to create the barrier to protect the sanctuary. It's really strong. Strong enough to protect the goddess in the mana tree. So don't worry. There's no way a silly monster could break through and get us.
Oh. Well, okay then. If you're sure.
Every place we visit is unique. Under the cliffs was not nearly as unsullied as this climate.
We are pretty close to the mana tree. Plus, nearly...
Are you fond of music, Jule?
Sure am. I've composed 1,460 original songs to date.
1,460 songs? How bored were you?
Tell him next! I think we can use the vessel. You're mine! This might be useful. Help us out! Take it away! Grizzly!
Not to be nosy, but have you noticed Ralph spaces out a lot?
Oh, that's probably when he's thinking about food. Being human comes with a lot of strange hang-ups if you ask me.
Commanding! Oh, spirit! Salamander!
Take this! This was our victory! Yes! Grizzly! Let's plan our next move. Yes! Help us out! Take it away!
Jule, don't your feet hurt from walking on this terrain without shoes?
Hurt? Why would they hurt? These feet were made for walking. What about you? Don't your feet get tired of being crammed in those stiff things all day?
I never thought about it like that.
Resonance! Thanks for taking your approach! Elemental candle! Ready whenever! Elemental candle! Take this!
Not drop your defenses until the very end.
Got it! Turn down!
Let us proceed.
Whoa, we're in the middle of a forest, but it looks like the map sky.
Oh, that's right! Not a lot of plants glow down on the surface.
They might be pretty, but try not to fall into the poison marshes below.
Noted. Then we shall stick to the tree trunks and make ample use of the spirit's power.
Got some syrup! Taking this. Got some syrup. Shouldn't stay on here too long. Take it away. Grizzly.
Come to think of it, there hasn't been an Alm of the Moon for a while now.
Yes. I'm the first in many years, thanks to Val and the others.
I'm not that up to date on current affairs down below, but I'm sure that wasn't easy.
I'm brimming with power. You might do this, soldier. Lend me your power. Salamander.
Truthfully, I am disappointed.
let's rest up. Grizzly!
Wow, this place is beautiful.
The way the sun shines upon the verdure looks just like a scene from a fanciful fairy tale.
I assume every convoy before us has also marveled at this view.
The entrance to the sanctuary is up ahead. Nearly there, folks.
Where could Orin be? Hina, I'm coming.
We're here! This is the entrance to the Sanctuary of Mana itself.
Finally! I'm a bundle of nerves. Excited, anxious, the works. But I guess the mana tree is gonna have to wait. First, we need to get Hina's core stone.
The tree is all the way inside the sanctuary past the gateway, safely tucked away from trespassers and mischief makers.
Orin is likely to be loitering in this location.
This is our last mission before we reach our journey's end.
You said something about a sword being kept here, right?
I sure did. Wanna see? It's stuck in a huge rock. You can't miss it.
Yes! Taking this?
Finally, we've arrived in the domain of the man.
Huh? Is that?
Yup. That's the one and only mana sword. Oh, and a visitor.
Orin?
Val, I'm sorry. This was the only way I could get my hands on the mana sword.
That's why you're here? The sword?
That's right. Do you even know the miracles I can perform with this power? I can save Liza, cure her of her cursed petrification. And that's not even the half of it. She's still the Alm of Earth. Until I can release her, she'll never be free. That's why I need the sword. I have to change the world for the better. Get rid of the Alm's sacrifice altogether, so that our loved ones don't have to die to preserve the future for the rest of us.
You're saying you sacrificed Hina's life in order to save Liza? We trusted you, Orin. Both of us did. And you betrayed us!
As the Soul Guard, you're charged with ensuring the Alms meet their ends by completing the pilgrimage. You were prepared to lose Hina then? I just made her sacrifice come a little earlier than expected. For the sake of the world, you can hate me. I won't blame you. But with my plan, we'll never have to sacrifice another person ever again. Alms will no longer have a reason to exist. We'll be freed from this horrible tradition of loss and regret.
Sorry, But I think Orin might be right about this. Hina and other alms before her were denied the life they wanted to live. His words are tempting.
Val, you can't...
Even so, the alms have never been just a means to an end. Not to me. Their sacrifice has to mean more than that. This world exists because the alms carry with them the hopes and dreams of all those who came before and those who will come after them. I know in my heart that this world is sick. But Hina was never meant to be used as a pawn by anyone.
Of course she wasn't. None of us want her life to be lost in vain.
There has to be a way to obtain the Mana Sword without Hina's Core Stone.
Regardless, this should not be your call. It is pitifully presumptuous of you to assume you know the wishes of all alms, past and present.
My Sproutling friends entrusted me with this duty, and I mean to see it through. You don't speak for me, mister.
Thanks, everyone. As long as I have friends on this journey who need me, I'll continue to serve them as the Soul Guard. Even if we end our pilgrimage at the Mana Tree, I'm in charge of my own destiny. Hina is my responsibility. You have to return her Core Stone now, Orin!
You can't stop this. Without a Core Stone, I can't pry the Mana Sword from this rock. I have to bring back the world of Fadiel for Liza. No. For all of us who don't want to lose the people we hold dear. In the past, there were no alms to sacrifice. Mortals, spirits, Benevodon monsters, even the goddess herself, all lived in the different realms that made up Fadiel. But years ago, the 5 realms were condensed into one. That mangled world was called Kidiel. It's the world that you and I know today. With the power of the Mana Sword, we can return Kidiel to the Fadiel it once was. Split it into a world that doesn't need to have soul offerings. The Mana Sword is right in front of us. They say that only the Chosen One can wield it. If that's the case, then that's just what I'll be. Even if it means betraying my friends, my village. I will have the sword!
Orin! What are you doing with Hina's Core Stone? No, Hina!
You're the voice I heard from the megalith, aren't you?
Stop it! Hina!
Earth shall be first.
Earth? Give me that sword! I earned it! Orin! Return Hina's Core Stone now!
You are not even worth the stretch of my sword arm.
It can't be. Delophos? After all this time?
My. Correct, Sproutling. Your reward is the ruination that awaits you all.
You can't have Hina's Core Stone! I won't let him!
I never saw myself battling against the King of Delophos in this lifetime!
This one's just for you! This isn't over! Futile. Take this! Come on! Gone! I'll ruin you! Gone! Is this the end? Gone! I won't go down so easily.
It's immobilized! Nicely done! Salamander!
Gone!
Take this!
He's far too powerful!
There's no way we can win this!
All our advances will be futile if our adventure ends here.
I'm all for retreating personally. Trent? You're helping us?
This land will not be desecrated by the powers of evil on my watch.
Never thought I'd see the overseer of the sanctuary intervene like this.
Now is the time to withdraw, Holmes.
No! I can't just run away! I have to save Hina! I have to get her core stone!
Listen, this isn't a fight we can win right now. We have to pull back.
Curse it all! Now Hina's core stone is...
How did a man like that get trapped outside the sanctuary?
For Wheeler Woe, he knows not our whereabouts.
Trent's probably keeping him plenty busy.
First things first, who is Trent? For that matter, who is De La Who's It?
Golly, you don't know anything, do you? I'm not a historian, but I'll summarize what I can. Trent is one of the goddess's emissaries. He watches over the entrance to the sanctuary to keep the people who aren't supposed to be in there out. I guess you could call him a neutral overseer. His job is to protect the goddess, but he's not exactly one to stick his leaves into the business of the alms who come his way. We're lucky we got him in a good mood, or we'd be goners. As for the gentleman who is sealed away in the rock, his name is Delafos. Long ago he tried, and failed to overthrow the mana goddess herself.
Inconceivable!
Unfortunately, it looks like that long nap didn't change his mind about revenge either.
Overthrow the goddess? But why would he do that?
Don't ask me. We weren't friends or anything. When Deilophos was defeated the first time, his powers splintered, scattering all across the mortal realm. Lost to time and memory.
You're saying that the form we just fought wasn't even close to his true strength?
That's about the gist of it. If you ask me, Deilophos is gonna need to find the rest of his fragmented power before he does anything else.
This complicates our current mission considerably. Given your age, I am fascinated by the breadth of your familiarity with history, Julay. I love to learn myself, but I have not heard half the stories you have related to us.
My age? Oh, right. I keep forgetting how little you know about spirit folk. Sproutlings have a very, very long lifespan. That guy from before, Orin, was it? He mentioned something about Ki and Fadiel, right? When I first sprouted, the world was called Fadiel. I know what I say sometimes sounds like ancient folklore, but it really was the world I grew up in.
You mean to tell me you're actually an old man?
Huh. The fact that I'm older than I look is your takeaway from all that?
I'm only 17. Should I be, I don't know, more respectful? Sir?
Nah, there's no need to get stuffy on me now, Sonny. More importantly, we gotta do something about Deilophos. And soon. The places where his divided power is being kept are the exact same ones where the Benevodons are locked away.
Benevodons?
Yup. Deilophos will have to release the seals to take back his power, which, lucky us, means the monsters can break loose.
There must be some mistake. I have read the old texts, and the Benevodons were felled by the legendary sword of the ancient hero Deilophos. The goddess bequeathed her blade to her champion to aid him in his adventure. It is an epic tale passed down through the generations in prose and performance alike.
Golly, they made plays? Mortals sure do like to talk about things they don't understand.
Then, do you think the story's gotten warped over the years?
Well, it is true that Deilophos was sent to destroy the Benevodons.
So wait, what's the problem?
If both Palomina and Julay's accounts are to be believed, then Deilophos must be planning to revive his once defeated foes, using those great monsters to visit his wrath upon the mana goddess.
If he's as stubborn as I remember, that's exactly what Deilophos wants. Resurrecting the Benevodons will throw the whole world out of whack. Even completing our pilgrimage wouldn't be enough to balance things out.
Getting Hina's core stone from Orin is one thing. How are we supposed to take it from an ancient hero?
Right now, we're the only ones who know that Deilophos is back. There's no one else we can turn to.
So you do intend to go after him?
I don't care if he's some legendary champion. He still took Hina's core stone, and I won't let him get away with it.
I'll go with you. It's way too late to turn back now anyway. Plus, I don't think my friends back in the burrow would want me to abandon the rest of the alms to go to the mana tree on my own.
It was never my intention to stay behind. The more of us stand against the enemy, the easier the fight will be. You'll need backup.
As a former dignitary, I cannot condone an individual such as Deilophos destroying any domain, no matter how diminutive.
Deilophos got the drop on us last time. Without the element of surprise, we can take him. And Hina's core stone, for that matter.
Now that that's settled, what's next?
Let's not go back to the sanctuary yet. I think that tree guy might be mad at us for the mess we left behind.
Deilophos said something about Earth after he woke up, right? Do you think he meant Guju?
Well, yeah. The Benevodons are sealed away near where each alm is chosen for the pilgrimage, of course.
But Liza and Watts are still in the area. We have to get back to Guju. I'm worried for Liza's safety. And Watt's too, for that matter. We gotta hurry. First things first. We gotta make sure we're battle ready.